Guys, fall fishing is among us. I'm about to talk about why you need to go small in the fall. There's really two approaches to do it for me. It's either big baits or small. And guys, on the Fishing Coach YouTube channel last year when I started, I had a lot of success with little small lures like this. I'm going to talk about where I like to fish some situations with these little small guys, like this little small compact jig right here, guys. As you see, I'm wearing my hood right now. It's not because of hot summer. If you've been watching the channel, it being hot. No, it is like 70 degrees right now. It is a little cool breeze, then that's telling us fall fishing is right here, guys. Welcome to the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. I am Coach E, and today I'm gonna share with you guys 4 lures, really 5. I only got 4 out. I'm in another boat right now. I don't have my 5th one, so I don't need to forget the 5th one. But some small baits I like to do in the fall and have had success with. The first one, guys, let's talk about the jig. Everybody's favorite lure, right, is the jig. Now, this right here is a Kitech tungsten compact jig, okay? As you see, this one is even a 1/2 ounce. I have 3/8 and quarters, but it's little. And I say little, like, guys, just to compare it to, look, here's a freeloader. Look how small it is. Now, this is with a little trailer as well. This trailer here I have is part of the new X-Zone Stealth Finesse series. They're scented. They have a new finesse series. I got a couple baits. I'll put some of those down in the description. And just I'm just testing them out right now with these crawl trailers. I actually the other day on my drop shot rig was catching some with the crawl style trailer. This one here is they call it the scented crawl, but it's more of a baby brush hog. But guys, I like these in the back of creeks, fishing against laydowns, flipping against stumps. Okay, that's one of my successes I had 2 years ago fishing in the fall. Was your back half of creek fish, where you're fishing flats to drops, or you're fishing your laydowns, kind of like your stuff you're seeing with your eyes. And I say old school fishing, old school fishing. So places that in the fall time of year, your bait fish are migrating the back of creeks as your residential fish. There are fish out there in the middle eating bait, but there are going to be some better quality fish, as I have had success with flipping those laydowns and them stumps, okay? Them stumps and laydowns can be in the middle of the flats, okay? So this right here is one of the little deals I like to do, and this is a little sweet jig that I've learned about. If you do not want to buy the tungsten jigs, this is a little high, go just buy a normal flipping jig. It's okay. I'm just testing this because Jacob Wheeler throws this, and I'm going to do what Jacob Wheeler says at times, okay? The next one, you want to get more efficient and catch more bass when you're out on the water with your time. Well, guys, let me show you 2 things that I do. I offer on-the-water lessons where I get in your boat or you get in mine, and we can go over techniques, we can go over patterns. We can also go over your electronics and how to use them to the fullest, forward-facing sonar or not. And then also, guys, I have my one-on-one virtual lessons that we can do through a Google Meet. It's an hour long, and we can talk about fishing, and more fishing, break down the lake, whatever you are interested in. Guys, more information, check out my Jimmy Eastling Fishing Facebook page or send me an email. Both of those are down there in the description. Appreciate you watching. Now let's get back to the video. And I had a trip with this last year. I actually made a video talking about this little lipless crankbait, and then I went out there and had success with it on one of my river systems that I used to live by before I moved back here to Hot Springs. But right here, this is the Yozuri Rattling Vibe. It's a 1/4 ounce lipless crankbait. I like lipless crankbaits on those shallower areas. Flats, kind of what we were just talking about, but in the river that day, it was where a backwater met the main river, kind of a little spot right there they meet at. But those bait fish, once again, are migrating from the river back up there where those cooler waters are, and they're small. For some reason, this time of year, you're starting to see a lot of small bait fish come out, and it's just an easy forage, don't hook myself, for the fish. But even on some of the lakes near me, I know Lake Nimrod's one, I've heard about the lipless crankbait, and people catching them with small ones. This lake here at Hamilton, okay, there's a lot of schooling action been happening. I saw some fish schooling up there earlier, a coughing fit. But these smaller lipless crankbaits just intrigues and gets more bites. You might not always catch the biggest fish. You will catch big fish, as I did last year on Millwood with it, but it does get you more bites, okay? Now the next 2 ones. This one's a little sneaky one. Some people about to get mad at me, but okay. The old Little George. Now this is actually not the Little George. This is the V&M Baits, the Hammer. Okay, this one's a little bigger one. I have this one's actually the 1/2 ounce. I have a smaller one at the house that are the true Little Georges. Okay, I've actually caught some fish on this on some trips out here. There's some like ledges, and I'm talking Lake Hamilton, guys. Ledges, you're into points, and if your big flats where the drop is on the ledge, there's fish there, and they're really hard to catch right now on them ledges because they've been picked on. And like I said, this fall time of year, it's just not as consistent like the summer. But when they're there are some ways to intrigue them to bite. And we've had some trips out here with these baits. Now, when I cast these things, man, there's a lot of ways. Why not do it right here? When you throw these things out, there's a couple different ways to do it. Now, we've been doing this letting it go to the bottom and then just reeling it up, and you're feeling that vibration and then going back down. We've been doing even short ones like that and catching them. And then I've even seen some guys just kind of reel them real slow right there and just feel like took. Okay, but for me it's been more of the reeling, let that thing sink, and you kind of fall it down your rod when you feel the heaviness of it, and then bring it back up. Okay, so now this one here, I know a lot of people, man, blade baits are pretty intriguing, and I had low. I'm throwing this on the level 610 medium light extra fast. It's the Hank Cherry. It's his jerk bait rod, what he throws a jerk bait with. So I'm throwing this one just on that. You know, it's a shorter rod. It's at 610. I know guys throwing on 7 foot. Some guys throwing on 6.6. So I'm throwing it on this one, and we've not had any misconnections with this one. I'm throwing it on a 7.3 medium heavy fast, and I've lost a couple on it, but that could be just them hitting it, you know, and just how the action kind of goes. I'm using 10-pound test as well. Okay, guys, the next one, this one might get some people mad, but it is what it is. We are going to have the jig head minnow. Now, this is a small one, okay? This is a 3/8 ounce head, and I'll go 1/4 to 1/2. But this right here is a 2-inch scented minnow by Egg Zone, that part of that finesse series as I talked about earlier. Look how little that guy is. Where's the freeloader at? Did I already throw the freeloader away? Here compared to this freeloader, I don't need to show you all this, okay? But oh well. This is on. Look what this is on. Little juice right there, okay? But look how small this guy is compared to that. And like I said, there are just some areas and times where they want this. Out here at Hamilton, they're eating this 4-inch one. There still are at times, but I've had to start downsizing to this and like a baby Z2 even. But this one's smaller than the baby Z2, and I'm about to give it a shot. Just got these in the other day. I saw a little ad for it and was like, hey, I want to give those a chance. And I know nobody down here is throwing Egg Zone lures. They're out of Canada, really popular in the north. Brandon Polinick's a part of them. Brandon Polinick's a really good fisherman. I like following good fishermen, testing out stuff that he has his name on, okay? So, on these areas, you can use this, guys, not just on bait fish, as you guys see, the fish chasing the bait, but you can also catch these over your little brush piles, over your drops, your points. I'm going to throw it in timber. Lake Ouachita has a lot of timber. I'm about to throw this in timber, okay? With those fish that are down there in the timber suspended, okay? Now the fifth one, I didn't forget it. The fifth one, and this bite might be, out of all of these, how many of these? These are all fun bites. This bite might be my favorite out of them all, and it's the Alabama rig with small little swim baits, guys. Don't rule out the Alabama rig in the fall, okay? That's a little secret juice tip there. Some of you probably like, duh, Jimmy, they're eating bait, but guys, people forget about it in that fall period. But I like to put very, very small swim baits on it. So guys, last year I had one of the high school kids who caught his personal best during a tournament with me throwing the Alabama rig. That was the second time ever, and he caught his personal best during a tournament with them small swim baits. I've had some other good trips with it as well. I'll put it on the YouTube channel. And guys, I will throw this Alabama rig not just in these deep clear lakes as you're seeing, but I don't care, like timber, lowland reservoirs, guys, with of course forward facing sonar helping. I can throw it in spots where I used to not. But guys, if you do not have forward facing sonar, do not be afraid, okay, of putting it in those areas that are shallower. And I know you're like, Jimmy, I don't want to get it hooked up. I don't want to lose my Alabama rig. I don't want to get the hooks up. You can rig them weedless like I used to before forward facing, or you just know when you're going against them stumps, don't set the hook on them. That's my thing. Is I feel that timber, I just stop. Then I can go there, hit my rod on it, try to get it out, use my little bait keeper. Because when they hit that thing, guys, they are going to hammer it. That's what's fun about that Alabama rig bite, guys. I've had multiple. It seems like I get more doubles and triples in the fall than I do during the winter period, okay, guys? So on that, I'm going to use a 7.8 on the level series. I'm going to use that 7.8 fast right now. They have a couple different rods I'm going to use it with. I've used them from 7.6 guys to 7.10 rods, but I'm going to use that 7.8 heavy to fast action rod, okay? Guys, I appreciate you checking out Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Let me know about going small in the fall. What's your favorite small baits? What you've had success with? Appreciate you. Now let's go to, guys, thanks for coming to the Faith Juice segment part of the episode. About to share a little verse that I heard this morning when I went to a little meeting that I go to that's a devotional, shares testimonies at Friday mornings down town in the Benton Bryan area, guys. But the verse that was shared this morning, there's a few, but one of them was Psalm 46, and we talked about it all, but I'm just going to share two little parts of it and kind of go to what I've just kind of help you guys out, just kind of go with it. I can't talk over all of this in the short amount of time that we have. So guys, Psalm 46, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Through the earth gives way, through the mountains be moved, into the heart of the sea. So one thing we talked about this is like, and the guy that presented it was pretty good. He said, hey, when you hear the whole thing, you go check 1 through 11 out. That's the whole deal. But when you look at it, say, what is God? God is what when you see this? So one thing I say is God's in control. And so no matter where you're at, what you're dealing with, he's in control. And if you really let him be in control, in the end, it will come out in your favor. And it might not be how you want it to be. It might not happen when you want it to be. We're impatient people. And so that's one thing that I kind of got from this today, just to share with you guys, that one thing I said too is God's strong. He is strong. Strong and powerful. So anyway, guys, I'm going to share that with you today. Let me know what you think. I appreciate all the feedback on the Faith Juice segment. Guys, thank you very much. I know this video I filmed was like 3 weeks ago, and now I do the Faith Juice. So I don't always do that. I kind of do the Faith Juice like I'm about to upload the video, and it'll come out in 4 or 5 days or whatever. So anyway, I kind of do the Faith Juices kind of more sometimes on time, what's going on, not when the video was filmed, okay? But appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. And guys, we will see you next time on the Fishing Coach YouTube channel.